Hey, YouTube. Rita156 here. I'm at home. Yes, finally laying down because I want to. Um, yeah. So, just to update, I was in the hospital. Um, well, let me just go back. Wednesday night, Thursday morning, I was at work. And around 3 a.m. Thursday morning, I had like this sharp pain in my stomach. And, oh, sorry. And it felt like gas. But I don't know, it was like different. But still kind of felt like gas. But I couldn't, and then, you know, nothing would happen. So it just got worse and worse. And it stayed all day. I don't want to say around 11 Thursday night. So 3 a.m. Thursday morning is when it started. Around 11 p.m. Thursday night is when I decided to go to the emergency room. So we went to Mountain View Hospital in Las Vegas, Nevada, and you go in, you have to sign up on this little computer, and then they call you, I guess, based on the severity. I don't know. But they called me, put a wristband on me, I sat back down. Then they called me again. They took some blood, and then, got my insurance card, whatever. Then they told me to go back into the lobby, so I was waiting there with my husband. The kids were where were the kids at? Huh? Rashida? Your brother? They were with my brother-in-law house. They were at my brother-in-law's house, our two kids, and so this took about 3 hours until they finally came up with something. When I tell you, they called me to the back in urgency. They were looking at me shock slash, you know how like you feel when you have to give someone bad news? That's how they were looking at me. They told me that I'm gonna need a blood transfusion. I said, what? 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 A blood transfusion? My stomach is hurting. I didn't know I didn't know that meant blood transfusion. But when they took my blood, oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired. When they took my blood, the hemoglobin was at a 6.6, and it's supposed to be at a 12 or 15. Hypothetically, I don't know, but I know it's supposed to be higher than 6. So they tell me that, and they were asking me like, how do I think, or like, what do I think is causing the blood loss? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just regular old me, nothing new. Been anemic. It just keeps getting worse. I don't know. And so they take some more blood, and then they put me in a room. And this room had a A security camera. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. I wonder if that's legal. Because I had my procedure done in that room.
What?
The blood transfusion. Oh my god! No! So that's like pornography. Oh, I'm suing. But yeah, oh my gosh. So it was all bad. I was just tired. But I'm usually always tired, so I didn't really know that I was like low tired until the doctor said that, oh no, you need some blood in you now. And then everything started to kind of make sense because, like, I would work all day. Sometimes, like, recently I've been falling asleep at work, like, around 2 in the morning. No, I want to say 12 to 4 in the morning. I'll fall asleep standing up because there's no chairs where I work. So I'm like, okay, that's probably why I've been falling asleep at work. Another thing is I used to like clean our house, but I figured since we have kids, and I'm working, I just don't have the energy to do that. So what I will do is on my days off, I'll try to clean the whole house or not. If not the whole house, just a section, like room by room, and see and hope that I get it done before I have to go to work again. But I just be tired. And then another thing, I've been eating heck of ice, like loads of ice. I want to say I go through a bag every day, or a day and a half, or every other day. I don't know, it's a lot. But yeah, so back to the the room. So they put me in a room and it had a security camera. Don't know if that's legal, but I'm gonna check it out right now after I film this video. They put the IV in me. This darn thing here, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Can we see it? Ew. Is the angle good? Oh, looks disgusting. Looks like I've been doing drugs. But, so they put the IV in me Thursday night. I want to say it was about around 11 or 12 midnight. So it was like Thursday night, Friday morning. Nope, it was Friday morning because we were talking to the dude that was like asking me the symptoms. He was like, "Oh, it just turned midnight," so it was like Friday morning, midnight. The lady, my nurse, was asking me more questions, like, do I have a heavy flow? Have I been bleeding in my stool? Have I been throwing up? What have I been bleeding abnormally? I'm like, I don't. No, I haven't. I don't see any blood. I don't know. So they start doing tests. They put me in a CT scan to see if there was blood internally, and I guess they didn't see it. Then, after they do all of this crap, they tell me that my insurance doesn't cover the hospital stay and the procedures. Okay, well, I'm not paying for it. That's going straight to collections because nobody told me, even if they did tell me, they still would have had to transfer me before they did all that stuff. But anyways, so did a CT scan, went back to my room with the camera in it. Then they did they do the transfusion before or after that black dude came in? Talking about the ultrasound. So and then they started the transfusion up. It was weird. Now let me go back to the CT scan. In the CT scan room, I never had one ever in my life because I guess I was healthy, I don't know. But they give you iodine, like a dye, for it to show up in your scan. And let me tell you, it warms you in weird places. That makes sense. Like my hands were warm, my feet were warm, and yeah, it was warm. Like, you know how like you drink some alcohol and your belly warms up real fast? Do you ever get that?
Only Sailor Jerry's does that.
Well, if you drink Sailor Jerry's or like 90 proof alcohol and your belly warms up real fast, that's how the iodine dye does to your hands or feet and your other places. So, she, I went through the scan once and then she put it in, and then immediately I started to feel nauseous. Like, I don't know how you get your signs of like when you're about to throw up, but mine is I start to get a watery mouth, like lots of spit, and then like I get this like tingle like right here, and that's how I know like, girl, you better get to the toilet or it's not gonna be pretty. So the lady hurried up. I'm just leaving everything out. Like before the scan, she told me that I was gonna have warming sensation and it might feel like I'm gonna pee my pants or I peed my pants. But she didn't say anything about nausea. So I'm over here freaking out like I'm allergic to the stuff. I'm about to die. And it's normal. So she gives me like that green bag, that the throw up bag. That's where Debbie R gets it from. You.
What?
What you were just doing.
I don't do that. No.
He do that.
Oh,
On everything.
you do?
On the bottles, on the cup. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah. So, talk about my son, but, yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna throw up. I'm ready to throw up, but it was just like, no, just kidding. Seeing if you're ready. So, leave the CT room back to the. Can you turn it down? Hello? Can you turn it down? I'm making a video.
Sorry.
I'm not editing this. So, yeah, raw footage, live, not live, but, you know. So, back in the room, get my blood transfused. They gave me 2 liters, and then, I don't know how long it took, but they gave me a hydrocodone for my pain stomach. It's pain stomach. My stomach pain. And I ended up having to be transferred around 7 in the morning. So I was in the hospital from 11 to 7 a.m. 11 Thursday night to 7 a.m. Friday morning to another hospital. Then that hospital was just a wreck, like horrible. I got there at 7:49, 7:50. I had 3 wristbands from the previous hospital and the same dang on. Where is it at? The same IV. The same IV from the previous hospital. I was there from 7:49 to about 12 before the nurse even came in to see me. CNA came, checked my blood pressure, my temperature, and the oxygen and whatever. But nothing else, like nobody else. Um, so when the nurse finally came in, he was saying how I was gonna have to get a blood transfusion, yada yada yada. Um, and he just immediately started trying to give me medicine, and I'm like, how do you even know where I am if you haven't taken blood? Like, how do you know that I need another blood transfusion if you haven't taken my samples yet? So he was like, no, we know that your blood is at 6.9 or 6.6. I'm like, yes, because that's from the previous hospital before my blood was taken, or before I got the transfusion. I had to tell this nurse about 5 different times before he told the doctor, and the doctor canceled the transfusion. It was just all bad, but I was still in pain, so I asked for some medicine, and I don't know if hydrocodone. I don't know if I'm saying it right because I don't know. I don't know if hydrocodone is like the weakest of the pain medicine, but they gave me the nurse there gave me a Percocet, and that was my first time. How about you? No, but yeah, I had never had a Percocet before. And I thought they were like extinct or something, because well, maybe you do hear about people getting them, but not ever the hospitals that I've been to. So he gave me a Percocet, and he was gone for about 2, 3, 4 more hours. They took blood around 6 o'clock p.m. Friday. I still didn't get a monitor. Still had the IV hooked to me with nothing connecting, no fluids, nothing. Still had the wristbands from the previous hospital. And then the nurse came in, the dude, and when he was on his computer, he said he had to do a physical exam. Tell me why this man lifted up my covers and looked at one of my feet. One of my foot. He looked at my foot. Just one foot. One of them. So you mean to tell me you could tell everything that's wrong with me by just looking at my foot? Or maybe my foot was just so ugly that he didn't want to examine anymore. I don't know. I don't know. But he just lifted the cover, looked at my foot real quick, and then put it down. I was like, okay. I was like really annoyed because it's like I was there from Friday morning, 7:49, to Saturday night or Saturday evening around 5. What did they do? Nothing. They just took my blood. I was still in pain. They just kept giving me pain medicine. I felt like Nurse Jackie on I felt like Nurse Jackie on Nurse Jackie. When she's laying in a pile of pills, because that's what I was doing basically. They had gave me a Percocet and Oxycontin or oxycodone, whatever you call it, and yeah, took my blood, told me my blood was at like 8 point something, and that's it. That is all they did. Gave me food, took my blood pressure, temperature, and oxygen, and that was it. Nothing else. It was like, what was the point for me being here? The original problem that I was having has not been addressed. So, yeah, that is my story. Update you later.